We got Nostromo calling in from Canada, wants to talk to us about aliens. I think we're on a roll with the alien stuff. Go ahead, Nostromo. You're live on the show.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, I wanted to talk about a report I saw on Newsweek site that said, I think the title was "Aliens May Already Live on Earth," Harvard researchers say. And the article is about, I don't know, some group of Harvard researchers. It's just, the study hasn't been peer reviewed yet. And, but they're just, acknowledging the theory that maybe the aliens are living on the planet already, like in bases. Like there's a lot of theories what they could be doing, right? Like secret bases under the oceans and things like that, or amongst us. And I think they're just trying to say maybe people can be more open-minded towards this belief. And I know tonight we're kind of on an alien roll here, and my view is completely different than the other callers who are looking way beyond our solar system. Well, I think they're right in our backyard, and they've always been in our backyard, living amongst our planets already in our solar system.
Can I offer something? Can I offer something, Nostromo? And I don't think you're coming at us like this, by the way. But I just wanna make this clear.
Dan's called into the show before, just FYI.
Oh,
so
cool,
this
cool,
is
cool. Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say that sometimes, in Dan and Mai's position, we can be accused of not, genuinely being interested in finding the information, right? We just like Steve, right. We have that confirmation bias pushing us towards the other direction, right? I really do believe that I have an open mind, and in the whole time that I've gotten to know Dan and get to hang out with him and stuff, I really do think he is open to the information as well, So if there really is solid information that is leading yourself or others, these Harvard researchers, if there really is that solid information, I mean, we want to look at it. Like we're not just going to throw it away and just pretend that it doesn't exist, but we are going to scrutinize the hell out of it, just the same as we would with everything else. So like with this particular one, what exactly are the Harvard researchers like pointing to? Why would they say these aliens are in bunkers? Are they finding like supplies or like waste from these bunkers? Are they like, I mean, what would be the reason that they would make that conclusion?
Well, I mean, it'd be one conclusion out of many about like what's been going on with the UFO phenomenon for the last 75 years since Roswell, pretty well. And there have been all various aspects to it. And there are lately, and it is turning interesting right now with all the whistleblowers from the military and ex-military people who are all coming out and talking about departments that look into it. And there is a really intelligent discussion out there about it. There's researchers, there's like a scientist like Gary Nolan, who believes that the aliens may live amongst us. And I'm just trying to say, like this phenomenon has been going like for 75 years, and there are all these different aspects: the abductions, the sightings, contactee experiences, and all sorts of of the UFO phenomenon. And I think it kind of is the best explanation for it. And the reason they have to hide it is because they're far more advanced than us. And it's like, we're like animals compared to them. And they're maybe what am I trying to say? Like a species above us. Like maybe they've reached another level. And it has to be careful how this is revealed to the public, if they want to reveal it.
Yeah, I mean, like the Pentagon, the congressional hearings and stuff. There's literally been nothing that has come of that, right? Like none of those guys that testified have actually. They say that they're going to give stuff, and they say they want to have conversations with congressmen and stuff, and literally nothing has come with that since. And it's been like a year now since that's happened. I mean, there's definitely more people talking about it, but there's also people that have talked about QAnon and have said that that's real, and people who worked in government that say that QAnon is real, right? But like, I still don't think QAnon is the best explanation for a lot of stuff that happens there either, right? Like, it can't be just eyewitness testimony and some scientists somewhere saying, oh, maybe if you put some of these data points together, it could be aliens. It has to be more than could be. It has to be, this is the best explanation. The stakes are just too high for this now, right? And there's been too many boy who cried wolf situations. That's unfortunately the reality of it. There's been too many false positives with this thing. So we have to have better than normal evidence, right? It can't just be, if Elliot tells me, hey, I had a smoothie today, I don't need him to show me receipts because it would just be weird for him to lie about it. But like, the stakes are lower. You know what I mean? The stakes are lower. If I really thought that he was a serial liar or has been known to come up with claims about this before, I may have to ask for him to show me that smoothie receipt. And I may have to get witnesses from the smoothie place for him to tell me that he got the smoothie there, because the track record's not so great. With aliens, track record's terrible. Terrible. There's a lot of grifters. There's been tons of stories that have just been shown to be made up, even consciously or unconsciously. So it has to be better than just some people testify to Congress, some scientists say some stuff. You know, it's got to be better. But that's my take.
Well, I mean, you have to be following it. Like, I follow it, pretty closely. And like, especially since that drone flap happened, last fall, I've been following more UFO channels. And there does seem that there are really good videos of unexplained crafts in the sky that look like crafts and phenomenon in the sky. And I realize what you're saying about all the other, like QAnon and all that. Like, that's just it. It's all just the waters are so muddied. There's just so much out there that it is hard to say what's real and who to believe and that. But like I said, I've had 2 UFO experiences myself now, sightings anyways. And not that proves aliens, but I still think that that the alien explanation is the best for what's going on in our with the UFO phenomenon.
Why?
And like when you
help me out. Hang on just a second. Hang on, Nostromo. Just help me out real quick, because you made a really cool point. You really think it's the best answer. And my question is, why? What specifically about this conclusion versus, for instance, the conclusion people just make mistakes?
Yeah.
What about the
circumstantial stuff? Because we talked about this with the other caller. Like, we've talked about this is a possible explanation amongst many for different circumstances that you've laid out. But I've yet to have any of those circumstances laid out, at least in the times I've talked to you, have aliens be the most definitive or likely explanation out of any event that we've talked about, right? Even with your own personal stories. I just don't see how aliens have to be the best explanation.
Well, I still think, like, looking at the anomaly channels that I followed over the years about looking at the anomalies on the planets and moons in our solar system, that I think that maybe explain where they're coming from. Like our solar system.
Looking at anomalies in the solar system is not proof of aliens. It's not. It's not.
Finding more unexplained events, Nostromo, finding more unexplained events does not explain this event.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. No, I realize that, but these are anomalies on these that you can see, and I think that's the best explanation for them. They look like structures, and maybe like I'm trying to say is that our solar system a long time ago looked very different, and there may be planets like Mars and other planets that were in different positions that were more in the sweet spot in the where life could have started and civilizations could have.
Again, this is speculation, though. Like, we're just speculating again. Like, we don't have any definitive evidence for anything that you're saying. We're just talking about possible ideas. I'm not interested in possible ideas. I have conversations about possible ideas with folks all the time. It doesn't matter to me, right? Like, at this point, if the needle is going to be moved, I think it's only reasonable that we have something more solid, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I follow all the like. If you really follow it closely, and like especially with what's happening with these government hearings, like you're right that they haven't really nothing spectacular has come out of these hearings, but it is interesting that all these people they got pretty serious political and military backgrounds in that. And you know, and I think there is a reason.
Yeah, so did Michael Flint when he talked about QAnon, right?
Yeah,
Michael Flint was like a general, right? Like he was like, I mean, he's a serious military guy, and he's talking about crazy stuff,
he
right?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's all kinds of crazy people in politics. That doesn't mean anything. That you can have crazy positions and still be wacko.
What I would also offer is, you know, you've brought up that you follow some of these channels, right? You follow some of these people that are really invested in it. All I would ask is, do you follow some of the people who are really invested on the other side too? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about some really interesting stuff that proves aliens. And then I've sent them the video of Mick West debunking it years ago. So I think it's valuable if you are interested in knowing for sure and trying to cut down those confirmation biases that we all have, right? Dan and myself included. Maybe we should also start following some of those other channels that are actively investigating and debunking stuff too.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Like I say, the UFO sightings, the vast majority have prosaic, down-to-earth explanations, but there is a significant percentage that are really fascinating, that are really unexplainable. And like I said, there is. Pardon?
I was just agreeing, but if they're unexplainable, then they're not aliens.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I'm just saying I think that the alien is the best explanation.
Yeah, and this is where we disagree. I don't think it's the best explanation.
I don't know how you've gotten to that conclusion.
Like, because again, like there's a lot of ghost videos out there that I don't know exactly how they do it, but that doesn't mean that ghosts are the best explanation, right? I mean, like we could do this for a lot of things, you know?
That's supernatural. But again, that's supernatural.
Oh.
I don't think the alien phenomenon has anything to do with supernatural. They're from
I don't think ghosts are supernatural.
Universe we come from.
Do you believe in ghosts now?
What if the ghosts are actually aliens that are talking to us through trans-dimensional portals or something? I don't know. Ghosts. Like you could make a funny sci-fi thing, because that's the thing too, right? Like aliens being able to visit us at this point might as well be supernatural based on what we know about the laws of physics. Not saying that our explanations about it could be wrong in the future, but like for them to travel from outside our solar system, it's not reasonable unless we have to
outside our solar system.
Well, okay, that's to be fair. That's to be fair. Your explanation is that they come from Mars, but you know,
no. Yeah, no, not necessarily. No, I'm saying other planets. It could be from Venus or whatever. You know, maybe Venus millions of years ago developed an advanced society, and they had to. Their planet changed, and they had to live inside their planet. And maybe then our planet became a good spot for life to form. And maybe they seeded life here, and they're just watching us.
Maybe, but again, we're just going into speculation, right? I don't have any reason to believe that. So I don't know why entertain it. Like I just know nothing that have been shown could be reasonable. That's a good conclusion for me, I guess. But I don't know, Daniel.
I disagree.
Okay, well, that's fine. We can talk more about it later. And I know you sent some pictures, but you sent them too late because it was like an hour ago, and I think our crew don't have time to get the pictures up ready. But next time we can talk about. I'm absolutely down for that. We just got to make sure we're prepared, because you can't do it while the show is already started, because our crew will not get that ready in time. But I'm absolutely down to talk about the pictures you sent me through my email, and we'll go over it, but we'll do that next time. Okay, Daniel?